That's I don't know, but
All right.
maybe surprisingly he's super toxic in Russia.
Impossible. All right.
Plus,
So now we have Wi-Fi with UEF, Banani
I
or Nell
forgot,
YellowNoob with Cybern.
I forgot to turn off the mod again.
I'm saying you're never gonna turn it off. It's gonna be
No.
on whole tournament. Then you're gonna come back for group stage, on through that the whole thing too.
Excellent.
Complex is out here doing misinformation in chat. You'd love to see it.
And obviously everyone believes him instantly.
He's a trustworthy guy. I'd believe him.
That's true. Okay, no double factories this time.
Only sane builds for my
Yeah.
Russian homies.
I don't think double factory is worth it here. The trees are too far away.
And they're not good enough. I think like you only have the small portion of non-snowy pine trees. You just run out.
The snowy ones are fine too.
I'm not sure these
it's
are
just
normal
that-
snowy ones though. Like they don't have the 10 mass indicator.
Yeah, but maybe there's two different types of snowy ones. One with 10 mass and the other one that's a little bit less. But I think the big issue is that to do something like double factory, like they're just too far away. For example, the trees to the top right, your engineer has to walk there for like 20 plus seconds, if not 30. It's just like it's the fact that it's both green and white, both grass and snow. It's little bit throwing me off by how to measure the distance, because it's so bright, the snow.
It's there
It's
to
a little
blind
bit-
you.
Yeah, time to play Mephi settings.
Alright, we're gonna see second land openings from both these guys, but non-insane ones.
Yeah, I mean, I think a quick second lance factory is fine, because, like, still the trees are worth being attack move to reclaim. I just think that double fact it's too it's quick. Just like you make like factory 3 max hydro second factory on like no PNs. I think that you should be able to do something like that. So you still get a quick second factory, but you also rush the mixes and the hydro.
Alright, for reference for chat, groups are going to be picked by captains, so they are not yet decided. But I think you're entirely correct, Farms. Just in
I'm
general.
always correct.
Yeah, like,
Just in general.
just in general, you're just generally correct. Whatever statement you made may or may not be correct, but in general, you're correct.
My statement was that me quitting at that moment was the correct decision.
Yes, very correct. And we're getting air out pretty late from both these guys, but I think that's fine.
I mean, from what we saw the last game, I mean, of course, it was a bit of a meme game, but it's a very big map, and it's gonna take a long time to get your units across. I'm surprised that Wi-Fi is moving his ASU east. That's where Blast moved this ASU as well, but it feels like it would make more sense to move it to the Max Hydro expansion that's close to the middle.
I mean, that seems like where I'd move it.
And then I would drop that corner there for sure. We're just with the transport.
Like, I feel like you can wall off some of this stuff on the far sides.
You have to. Can you?
I mean, it'd be a big wall.
Yeah, that would be a huge wall. It's a big map.
Yeah, this is
It's
true.
not like you can move over the ice as well.
Yeah, it's a bit bigger than, like, the section on Twins that you wall off.
Yeah, it is.
Let's see, did Wi-Fi get the lock on this bomber? He's got the scout, and I think he did.
Yeah, it seems locked. If so, that's a nice snipe.
Very good pickup, having the scout where the bomber is likely to go.
It always feels so demotivating if your bomber just dies like this early on. Like it's not the biggest of deals. Like it's already 4.5 minutes in. You didn't really rush it out, but it's like you're such a bad aftertaste.
It could have done a lot, but it didn't.
But not only that, it feels like you just wasted your first air unit, and that can be important. So you just, I should have just made an Inti instead. That's what I would.
Yeah. But look at this pro gamer move. Dropping 4 NGs to the forward hydro. Killing that first. Gotta get that E. Meanwhile, Banani gonna go for a very aggressive drop.
I think in the first 4 minutes of last game, no one casted more deforestation than both Wi-Fi and Banani did in this game at -5.
You know, looking at the reclaim numbers, I think you're right. YellowNoob currently has 184 E reclaim. The man loves trees.
Wow, that's quite bad.
He's an environmentalist. He's not going to reclaim them.
Like, it makes sense that at some point you stop like try-harding attack moves because there's more important things to focus on, but for the first like 4 to 5 minutes, it's still worth to get them.
Yeah,
quite some mass.
He's focusing on these drops, which are kind of nice, but, you know, get some trees, dude.
Yeah, so far Wi-Fi start seems a lot smoother. I mean, maybe it's also because he's pink, so you can easily see where he is. Meanwhile, the grayish color from Banani, it's the same color as the mountains are kinda.
See, YellowNoob came prepared with camouflage.
Yeah.
It's the meta color. This is sad. 2 tanks and a Mantis literally can't do anything to each other. But in the grand scheme of things, I kind of like Wi-Fi building this land spam in the middle of the map. It seems like the right thing to do here.
Yeah, it does. Like, travel time is so big as well. Also, generally, I would say is UEF. I mean, like this really feels like a tech map where you just rush certain tech because it's so big, but it's also quite low eco as well. I wouldn't even say, like, I'm not even sure how I would play this actually. It's quite tough to decide. Like, will I, you know, like just turtle for a bit on my island? I will call it an island. I know it's not on, but fuck that. Because like most of the maxes are there, and then you just like eco up and then just make tech 3 air eventually and tech 3 land. Or do I like drop further forwards and go either for tech 1 monkey spam or maybe tech 2 rush? Although that feels a bit. It feels like it can be punished by tech 2 air maybe. I don't know. It feels so hard to do anything, honestly. The map is just so big and kind of empty in mid. Well, what would be nice is maybe
nice?
no. I was thinking some like lots of mass racks in mid to fight over, but on a map of this size, it's just gonna end to transport rushes and game being over in 4 minutes. Maybe nice racks defended by civilian PDs, so you can't super rush it. But
yeah, but then you still might proxy to build a land factory, to build RE, to kill the PD. And then it's the same problem.
Just more maxes in mid. That's it. Just more fucking maxes. It feels like the islands. Okay, let's say there's 3 islands. Okay, the bigger one where you spawn, like then the smaller one in the middle, and then like the third one. Like the middle islands, those have 4 maxes in total. Wait a second. They're not the same.
Wait a second.
At least the visuals aren't.
Wait, asymmetry?
No, it's not asymmetry, but the paintbrush is different. Like look at the green like dots on those. They're different.
Yeah, it is different. Although I gotta say, Wi-Fi is doing a lot of nice damage with these raids. Like, he's killing a lot of NGs, a lot of mexes, a lot of forward positions. Even if it isn't lasting damage, I think it's definitely worth it.
Yeah, maybe.
And he's managed to gain air on the back of it.
Well, I've seen what Wi-Fi's plan is. He happens to be upgrading 4 Tech 2 support factories. So I guess he's going pillar spam.
What if he's doing Chad Mungus spam?
Meanwhile, Banani is going Loya spam.
Already? Oh, already.
Well, he's not Tech 3 yet, but he is upping to Tech 3 right now. And I think it's the right move to do it for Cybran, especially. Then again, I feel like the map is so big that you should... that pillar spam, you know, Titan Rush is almost better.
Yeah, I'm not sure Banani really will have enough money to build enough Loyas to go fight on all the fronts as fast as like the pillars can. But maybe he'll be able to push it back in the long run.
Where can I find this money resource in the game?
Look, you know, you just look at the resource bar, and you've got money and money.
Which is the more important money?
Oh, money, for sure.
That's a good fight for Wi-Fi to bottom right.
Yeah, he gets the reclaim. I mean, he lost the radar, who cares? There's NGs nearby.
I mean, you say he gets the reclaim, but he's not gonna get that. You know why? Not only is there not an engineer there,
There was.
but second of all, imagine a tech moving an engineer there. It's gonna take a year before it finishes those trees.
It'll be a struggle. Oh,
It's-
Banani's building some rhinos on this right side factory. I kind of like it. And on the left side, but that's really going to slow down his Loya rush.
Is he stalling?
Quite badly. Minus 84.
Oh, the rhinos are fine, it's just that he needs to control chaos tech 1 factories in his main base. He's building mantis, that's a blunder.
Yeah, he definitely can't afford the Mantis. Only barely
And
afford the
I'd
rhino.
say a big issue for him is that he's not reclaiming it.
Yeah, Wi-Fi
like-
is 4K reclaim ahead right now in mass.
Like trees, they give mass too. There's no reason not to get them. And the thing is, he's kind of doing this tech 3 rush, but he's stalling and he's also building some rhinos and some mantis. He's kind of doing... He's not really focusing at the right thing. At the same time, he's pushing while doing the tech 3 rush, which also doesn't make sense. Like, he should be the one defending instead. Like, raiding is fine, but he's like doing straight up frontal assault.
Yeah, he's like, oh, I'm the Cybran player. My Mantis are speedy. Let me go raid, despite the fact that I'm spending so much mass on this.
No,
Loy
he's
rush.
not doing that. He's not raiding. He's doing a frontal assault. He's banging his head against the enemy tanks.
Well, that's the problem. He should be raiding instead of throwing all his tanks away.
Yeah. Look at this pink tank at the top.
What? Oh god, gamer. You should try to kill like one of these T1 mexes in the back.
Okay, he finally killed his Tecmo factories. What Banani needs now is some transports to get his lawyers out quickly, drop them around. Although it's not super necessary because they are lawyers and not bricks. But
I'm kind of concerned that Banani is forfeiting all the map control, and like Wi-Fi is 40 mass a tick ahead.
well, here's the thing: the fact that Wi-Fi is that far ahead it has nothing to do with map control. It has to do with Tech 2 maxes.
Yeah, and that also helps a lot.
And well, no, that's literally the only thing. Like map control is irrelevant on this map.
I mean, he's losing lots of mexes, like on the right and right in front of his base, in the back of his base.
Well, yeah, like there's 3 maxes on the right. You should not be losing. Like that's like the only expansion that's you should really be losing. But that's like that middle island there. Yeah, that's 2 maxes that he lost. The issue is that he went to do the lawyer rush, but he did it on super low eco. His opponent just out ecoed him. He also pushed while he was in this. He couldn't push because he was doing the lawyer rush. He built some forward property factories everywhere in a bit, but he lost them now. He lost the fight, so he lost the reclaim at various locations. So his opponent isn't getting them very quickly, but like it's not really focused on the right thing at the right time. feel like that's the mistake.
I mean, there's definitely a window here. Now the Loyas are coming on the map, and Wi-Fi is working on his own T3 land for them to do some serious damage versus the pillars.
Like, what is Banani's income right now?
Banani's currently at 70 mass.
He's making 3 Tech 3 support factories.
I'm not sure you can afford that on 70 mass.
I'm not sure you can afford that, is indeed the right thing to say. Like, it's just... He made random Tech 2 support factories and upping them to Tech 3 now, but it's not... They should just Tech 1 factories, attack moving engineers for reclaim.
Meanwhile, Wi-Fi's building nice T2PD on the right to defend 2 mexes. He's got lots of pillars over there, and it looks like Banani wants to make something happen on the left. He's got all his Loyas over there for the most part. 4 Loyas in this forward position. He's gonna try to make something happen here. Tier 3 land is about 50% done for Wi-Fi right now. But how this fight goes will matter a lot. I don't know. Banani doesn't seem like he wants to commit here. It's a bit scary versus this many pillars. But,
well,
you know,
yeah, he needs to...
look at this formation, though. Wi-Fi just getting the great concave.
Wi-Fi is actually making a bit mistake. He should have moved everything in.
Yeah, the attack move isn't great here.
Yeah. It worked for a bit, but the thing is, the moment Banani realizes, he can retreat like he did now, and he's trapped. Banani actually got an efficient fight there. Oh, he's gonna lose a lawyer though. Didn't like that. Honestly, the extra stun that lawyers now do is so good.
It's incredible. But I think Banani needed to do more here. Like, oh god, now the lawyers
yeah, well, of course, he needed to crush it.
He needed to crush, and he got crushed.
Yeah.
Now the lawyers are gonna go hide in the mountains if they don't die first.
Like, this game, honestly, well, it isn't over. Like, it's a big map.
What can happen?
Very, very far down.
I mean, Banani's trying to catch up on tech a little bit. The pillar armies can't really push.
You mean your ego, or what?
He's assisting 1 mex that's upgrading.
Yeah, but
that's like trying to catch up.
That's ego, not tech. He was ahead on tech. What are you saying?
Alright, fair.
But the engineers are already getting the reclaim from Wi-Fi. That's very nice.
And Wi-Fi finished his T3 land. He's gonna start checking his support factories up soon, I imagine.
He's going to T3 air as well. He's already 60% on the way.
And that'll be huge. Like, once their strats out, what can you even do?
I'd say strats aren't the thing that's gonna win it. I'd say T3 gunships are. Because the gunships will kill the land.
Yeah, I mean, a single broadsword can kill all the layers.
Exactly. Like, and you just, I mean, Banani does have air, he has way more inties. Actually, there's quite some inties as well for Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi might just win air here.
He's winning air.
Pillars. Oh god.
Pillar's notorious anti-air unit. Although these inties don't really matter. It's the T3
they matter a bit because it's the more inties he has, the longer Wi-Fi needs to make ASF before he can make his first broadsword.
Alright, the Loyas have finally crushed the pillar ball. Which is good.
Okay, that was finally enough.
They established critical mass, and there's like 10k reclaim in this field. So if he secures that with this reclaim factory, that's definitely going to die in 30 seconds. It would have been nice. But yeah, he's getting T3 the air, the T3 P-Gen's coming along, Titans are starting to show up. In theory, where are the Titans? They're in the base. They're trying their best. I'm actually concerned that these lawyers are actually going to be able to push all the way into these T2 mexes eventually. That may be a big ask, though.
I don't think they will or should.
It's what needs to happen for Banani.
Banani is making, not Banani, Wi-Fi is, if he is doing what I think he's gonna do, he is doing an absolute cat move. He's making attack to transports. He's just gonna drop his ACU right in front of the Loyas, who sees them, and get the fuck out.
Now that would be an incredible move. But he doesn't have an upgrade on the ACU yet.
No, yeah, but you don't need it if you drop inside the Loyas. You don't need gun.
Yeah, this is true, you don't need gun. Just drop on top of the Loyas. There's no flak there.
Exactly.
What are they gonna do about it? Alright, here they come for the T2 mexes. They seem to have gotten cut off from their reinforcements by some pillars that maneuvered behind them.
Yeah, intel is quite hard to get on a map like this as well.
Yeah, like, Beneni is really far forward. He's operating well outside of radar range. But here he goes. They're going to kill the T2 mexes?
There's only 2 there. But
Yeah.
I'd say killing the factories is... I mean, even if it was Tech Nexus, it would...
This is a 50% T2 support factory, 2 T2 mexes, all the supporting infrastructure. It's not a bad thing to kill.
Oh yeah, it's not bad, but it's not enough, let's say.
But Beneni is catching up on the eco graph. It's now 120 to 150.
Loyas are actually getting a great fight now as well.
They're getting great fights. The reclaim factory for Beneni has established itself in this 12k and counting reclaim field.
Yeah, although I feel like, oh, the Loyas, they stop moving, he's gonna
no.
lose them all. If he doesn't move them now. Is it? Oh no, that's a mongoose. That's not a Titan.
Budget Titan.
Budget Titan. No. And what kind of budget? Jesus Christ.
Pretty cheap.
A mongoose is like a Titan that they didn't feed for a month straight.
Well, the actual Titans are getting killed by this squad of Loyas that are all vets, and they're just walking around having the best time of their lives.
Yeah, they have like 1 to 2k mass kills. He's making Tech 2 gunships from his T3 air factory now. That's a bit questionable. Well, now Wi-Fi is making 5. He's gonna have 6 T3 factories.
Well, these were desperation gunships to stop the push that are. They killed 2 T2, 3 T2 mexes, 4 T2 mexes.
No, I didn't see that at all. Yeah, that actually did a lot of damage.
Yeah, Beneni's actually now significantly ahead in total eco. This is very winnable for him.
No, actually, he's almost on full Tech 2 max. Not full, but quite a lot. Let's say.
Alright, but there's T3 air out now, and he's gonna get 1 ASF and then.
Oh
2
my
broadswords.
god, I was lying. Wi-Fi is about to have 9 Tech 3 factories spamming Titans. 10!
He can't afford that. I don't
No,
think.
he can't. He shouldn't be able to.
He's very aspirational. He wants to be able to afford that.
He should reclaim his Tech 2 power. He made 2 Tech 3 pigeons. There's no way you need that much. Also, at least like make us. If you reclaim the Tech 2 power, make like a single Tech 2 shield on the pigeons.
Look, do you know how many Titans he's gonna build? He needs all those T3 pigeons. Just for the shield upkeep.
Okay, tell me how much he's overflowing right now.
Wi-Fi is currently overflowing 4KE.
Exactly.
He might have a bit more than he needs.
How many Titans can he power with that?
A considerable number.
I don't actually know. Let me see.
Well, they're
Mine
25
is 25, so that's like 150 Titans.
Yeah, that sounds about right. You just get 150 Titans. No
These
problem.
lawyers are rushing hard. The thing is that lawyers are in slightly, because he had like the early head start, they're in bigger numbers than the Titans are, so they just defeat in detail.
But they're just dying to gunships for free on the left.
Yeah, and the left side is the most important part, because that's where all the reclaim is.
21k reclaim in this field now.
That's a lot of inties. Actually, Banani is there.
Yeah, the one ASF is trying.
That's gonna get melted. The 2 other ASF gets melted. Now he needs to. No, don't run away! Fight! Fight! It's a win! Why? What are you doing? That's. You've like 1.5 times more. Oh no! What is this? He's gonna get away with most though. Don't you dare turn Wi-Fi. Keep running.
Oh, he stops! All the free
What
damage!
is this? What's
Oh my
this?
gosh! Wait, they both stopped! Why aren't they fighting?
This is like feather versus noob loop their air fight. What on earth?
Alright, just attack move. Do it. Alright, Banani wins
Oh.
the air fight. We sorted it out. Now the Titans are here to clean up the reclaim field. Although there's like Loyas pushing through mid that might kill stuff. And there's more Loyas fighting Titans on the right.
They shouldn't be able to kill it. It's 3 factories there making Titans.
Yeah, hopefully.
Thing is, there's gonna be way too many Titans now to deal with for Banani. Like, he might have won the air fight, but actually he went T3 air himself. I didn't notice. So he can maybe make some air to deal with it, but like this reclaim fight is just so important. He needs to make like 1 T3 gunship, I think.
Yeah, I mean, there's no AA for Wi-Fi either, so it's definitely doable.
Yeah. Some other bad fights for Banani.
He lost 2 T2 mexes in the middle.
Yeah, but it's like he kills 2 Tech 2 maxes, but he loses 5 Loyas. That's not worth it, especially considering right now the Titan numbers are. He's building Percy's. Wi-Fi is. That's a huge blunder.
I mean, maybe he's gonna drop him
He's building
forward.
Percy's from 5 factories. And he's built Percy's at the forward factories for travel time, but I literally think any amount of Percy's on this map is bad. You just don't build them.
Like, where did they go?
You only build them. You only build them if you just straight up transport them to the front lines. Then there's an argument to do it. But he's building them from 5 factories as well. Like it's just so much easier if you just go Titan spam as well.
The man is going to build a lot of ferry commanded T2 gunships, air transports.
Yeah,
Surely.
I see that, but still, it's like it requires so much more micro as well, like dropping them all around the place. And even if you drop them at the place, enemy Titans can just like run away, and there's nothing you can do. You can just go run around the Percy's. Like instead of 1 Percy, you can have, what is it, like 3 Titans or something?
Something like that, yeah. I think it's more like 2.5.
Yeah, maybe, but it's like the Percy's are nothing on this map. They're a waste of mass.
Just build Titans, go fast, kill stuff, easy.
Yeah.
Like, this is 4 T2 mexes that are gonna die from Banani.
Those Titans are gonna kill almost every single Tech 2 mix.
And they're just gonna keep going. There's nothing to stop them. Like, these gunships are just tickling them. The shield regen can almost outdo the DPS.
But yeah, there's Cybern gunships, which are super bad for theirs to configure.
Yeah, GG.
There's literally nothing to stop the Titans, and they would. Well, the SU was there, but might have been able to OC 1. Then the Titans go around, and he was gonna lose at least 5 more Tech 2 maxes, and he was losing anyway to too many Titans.
Well, GG to Wi-Fi